When Dawn Staley named one Iowa player who killed South Carolina in Caitlin Clark's 41-point game, we didn't factor in her being productive. South Carolina coach Dawn Staley believed her team could handle Caitlin Clark and Iowa in the 2023 NCAA Final Four. However, the three-time national champion coach was left frustrated after another Hawkeye star put on a solid performance against the Gamecocks. Clark dropped a game-high 41 points to lead Iowa to a 77-73 victory, clinching the Hawkeyes' first national championship game berth since 1994. But Staley did not expect a significant impact from 6'3" big Monica Chinano, who finished with 18 points and 3 rebounds. During her appearance on The Dan Patrick Show in March 2024, Dawn Staley admitted that the Gamecocks failed to account for Chinano when devising their game plan, which ultimately proved to be a costly oversight. Caitlin Clark did exactly what she was supposed to do in our game plan. Now, who killed us is, and I'm probably going to jack up her name, is Chinano, the big, Staley said, 11:55. I mean, she had about 18 points, and we just didn't factor in her being that productive against us. And then Aliyah Boston got in a little bit of foul trouble. Playing without her for any significant time really hurts our basketball team. Zia Cook led the Gamecocks with 24 points and 8 rebounds, while Aliyah Boston added 8 points and 10 rebounds. However, South Carolina's defense struggled to contain the duo of Clark and Chinano, who combined for 59 points in the upset victory for Iowa. Dawn Staley's South Carolina restricted Caitlin Clark in the rematch to win the national title. The Gamecocks would get their revenge against Iowa in the 2024 national championship game, defeating the Hawkeyes 87-75. This time Dawn Staley's team was better prepared to slow down Caitlin Clark, limiting the Naismith College Player of the Year to just 30 points on 10 of 28 shooting. South Carolina's defense also did a better job containing other Iowa threats, including Hannah Stuelka, who was held to just 11 points, a significant drop-off from her 23-point performance in the Final Four against UConn. Meanwhile, for the Gamecocks, Camila Cardoso dominated the interior with a double-double of 15 points and 17 rebounds, while Chloe Kitts also provided a big lift with 10 points and 10 rebounds. Freshman Tessa Johnson delivered a team-high 19 points off the bench. Dawn Staley's squad secured the program's third NCAA national championship title, while Caitlin Clark's brilliant individual season ended in disappointment as she was unable to lead Iowa to the promised land in her final collegiate campaign. Jimmy Butler and former Angel Reese teammate react to Caitlin Clark's potential future running mates behind-the-scene work. Suspended Miami Heat star Jimmy Butler and Marina Mabrey had the props for Satou Sabally ahead of unrivaled action. Sabally, who will suit up for Phantom BC in the marquee 3x3 tournament, was seen hitting the floor, with Butler getting some representatives in. She later took to Instagram to share her eventful day, garnering responses from the All-Star forward and Angel Reese's former teammate. While Butler had a wholesome response, Mabrey was happy to be featured in the posts Sabally shared. Satou Sabally is all set to make her unrivaled debut later this week, and the work with a fellow forward in Jimmy Butler will be a massive help, but the news that put her in the spotlight was her announcement of not suiting up for the Dallas Wings in 2025. This has led to speculations about her next landing spot, with strong links to Caitlin Clark-led Indiana Fever amid Jimmy Butler training session. Indiana Fever pegged to be the next destination for Satou Sabally. News of Satou Sabally exiting the Dallas Wings doesn't come as a surprise, as the forward had already hinted as much during the off-season. Per CBS Sports, the move also suggests that Dallas will likely use the core player designation to gain exclusive negotiating rights once the WNBA free agency begins. This enables the team to work on a sign and trade to send her to the preferred destination. Sabally, the former number 2 overall pick, is one of the most sought-after free agents despite her injury-riddled run. At the time of writing, the Indiana Fever and defending champs, New York Liberty, are looked at as potential landing spots, although the latter might see a clog on the floor with Brianna Stewart and Jonquel Jones. The Fever seems the more logical choice, with the team needing front-court assistance. Analyssa Smith is one of the trade assets the side has, and it will be interesting to see how Satou Sabally fares alongside Caitlin Clark if she does indeed manage to get traded to Indy. For now, it's wait and watch, as the forward will be the cynosure of all eyes, with unrivaled starting January 17th. When Dawn Staley called Caitlin Clark the greatest of her time, I don't want to ruffle anybody's feathers. Dawn Staley and Caitlin Clark